8J2V9FTD. Let's see what we got going on in here. Harlequin Baby. Last time I checked, Harlequin Baby is not an all-stats upgrade. That doesn't make it particularly bad, but it also doesn't make it particularly useful. So, we're lucky enough to be on the basement. How does a Judas Run go wrong? Let's focus on the negative here, so that hopefully, you know, we know what not to do if we have a chance. The way a Judas Run goes wrong, we fight our boss. Oh, Tinted Rock? If we get a bomb, that'll, like, eliminate a lot of problems that I could have had. A Judas Run goes wrong if you don't get a health upgrade or any ability to get Spirit Hearts on your first floor, and then you end up fighting a difficult boss on your second floor. Like, for example, if we ended up fighting the Haunt on the next floor, on most days, on a good day at least, we could probably have a pretty decent chance to, you know, beat the Haunt without losing a full heart of life. We might not find ourselves in that position, though. So I'm actually going to be... because I'm protecting my streak here, I'm going to go into our shop with our 1 key, and I'm just going to buy that right there. That Spirit Heart will protect me, give me... Well, we don't need a better chance to deal with the devil, but the protection is nice. We could go into our curse room with that, but I think that's, you know, throwing a good thing away. And then we'll just hope to maybe pick up a good deal with the devil item on the next floor, and that can very much have us well on our way. And I did that. I took that Spirit Heart, recognizing that that might put us in a situation where we're not actually able to get to our item room on this floor. But I think it's worth it. Like, the thing that... Oh, man, 1 bomb is so valuable here. The thing that Kane suffers from is bad short-term health. Hopefully not bad long-term health. If you can just get to the point where you get a little later in the game, Kane thrives. But you just got to make sure that, you know, you don't die early. Which is pretty much, you know, what our decisions here are going to be completely based around. If we can make it so that we don't die, at least until we pick up a 9 lives or something like that, then life's going to be fine. Doesn't really matter if we get Lazarus' Rags, you know, Judas' Shadow or something like that. Those would both work out well for us as well. We'll go back and get that penny. I should probably go back and get that penny right now. You never know when that's going to make the difference. I'm going to take this because it could be bombs or key. It's explosive diarrhea. Maybe you can at least... the bombs kind of interacted poorly. I was hoping that they'd be able to find a secret room, maybe, over there. Although, now that I think about it, the secret room probably would not be over there regardless. So, I'm not going to go back for that penny. I know. It's off to work we go. I know. I throw. Alright, Dingle. As usual, time to put your money where your mouth is. I do, historically, do pretty well against Dingle. Back it up a little bit here. Very easy. And we get Synth Oil? No, that's Speedball. That's Speedball. And then please just a good deal with the devil. Yes, this is good enough. Ceremonial Robes for a damage upgrade as well as some extra Spirit Hearts. Well, they're black hearts, but hey, this is still a good pickup for us. It gives us deal with the devil precedent. Even if it was a bad deal, I might have taken it, but I'm very happy that it's a deal that's actually worthwhile for us. So... what we're going to do now is try to find pretty much any way that we can actually access our... Oh, yeah, right, this is extremely worthwhile first. Any way in which we can access our item room. Or our shop, for that matter, because our money is going to be pretty good. So we have 1 bomb and 12 cents. We can't even bomb our way, thanks to the glitch, through a secret room. Hopefully he just gives us a key, or a chest that contains a key. That's actually another explosive diarrhea. What should we do with explosive diarrhea? Why don't we at least try to look for the secret room with it, and then I can save my bomb and use that to blow up some skulls and maybe get a justice card. So the secret room would be like somewhere in this general vicinity. Lucky us. I think I felt a key drop, and that's Shielded Tears? I mean, Shielded Tears is an item room-worthy item. Just to find it in the secret room is exceptionally lucky. We did get a key. There must have been a Tinted Rock down there that I didn't pay attention to, which is very silly of me. Now, with this, let's shoot all the poop. Look, this is a bit of a tedious way to handle it, but I'm not going to be taking D20 with me, so this is the right way to handle it, in my opinion. We got a key and cartridge out of it. There's also... oh, a golden chest spawned. Okay, so I wish I hadn't done that, but that's okay. We got cartridge. We wasted our key. That's okay. everything turned out relatively well. We got shielded tears and a little bit of money out of that whole shebang there. And honestly, I think that's a pretty good get for us. Shielded tears synergizes so nicely with a variety of items to make bullet hell bosses a lot easier. So I'm okay with this. It's a bit of a weird play, but say it worked out. If you're not familiar with shielded tears, I will do my best to educate you on their effects. But shielded tears, come on, thank you, block bullets. That's pretty much the gist of it. They don't block lasers. They don't block enemies from walking into you, as I just adequately demonstrated right there, on purpose, of course. However, there is a downside to them. And the downside to them is that they, if you block a tier with it, your tiers become destroyed in the process. So if you have a really low rate of fire, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, because it makes it much less likely that you'll actually get hit by incoming bullets as long as they're operating on a straight line as opposed to some kind of arc or curve. However, it also you know, busts your shot open. So if you have like Polyphemus, you really got to make sure you're landing those shots appropriately. Rotten Baby is going to help us out in this regard, actually, because Rotten Baby is a way for us to deal damage that doesn't require tears. Not that we're in a problematic situation right now, by the way, but you know, there is one negative to shielded tears, and we are now somewhat exempt from it. Thank you for the key. That means our shop is actually going to be worthwhile here. That's not very good, admittedly, on my behalf there. We are at the point where we can't actually take a deal with the devil unless it would give us some spirit hearts in return, otherwise we would die. Or 9 lives. 9 lives would be fine. Or, you know, well, Abaddon gives us some hearts in return, so that doesn't really count. Alright, taking some dumb damage. It's fine, we are guaranteed to deal with the devil. So it doesn't really matter that I'm bunging this up, although I'd prefer to not bung it up. On the scale from bung to not bung, I would rather be on the mostly not bung. But a little bit of bung can be okay, you know, if the mood strikes you. Thank you, Fly. That curse room is something we'll hopefully be able to visit a little bit later on here. I'm going to use one of our bombs to check this. We're doing very well on time here. Normally we would, well, oftentimes we would probably still be on the cellar or basement right now, so we're making pretty good time. Money's out of control now. Definitely can afford to buy a spirit heart as well as whatever items in there. If there's 2 items in there, we can afford to buy 2 items. If we would want to. But 2 items we'd actually want. It's pretty rare, but this might be the opportunity to do that. So let's take our BFF, make our flies a little better, and our familiars, and we'll take Pandora's Box. Gives us some more spirit hearts. Well, 1 more spirit heart as well as some bombs, thanks to Matchbook. Which is actually fine. I was going to buy the spirit heart, but instead we bought Pandora's Box. We got 3 bombs and a black heart, which is slightly better than proportional deal. But I'd like to buy that spirit heart as well if we had the chance. And now we can take not stellar deals with the devil again. I'm really hoping we get some cool synergies with this. I always say this, but Cricket's body, man. We got Cricket's body on the last run. What's the point of having Cricket's body on a Brimstone run? Give us Cricket's body on the runs where, you know, we have weird synergies with our tiers, like, you know, shielded tiers here. I would love to create a cloud of shielded tiers. That sounds like it would be incredibly powerful and also very novel. Please give me the opportunity to do so. I demand it in a very polite Canadian-esque way. Easy fight. No evil upgrade from the screw. I really can't afford that, unfortunately. I'm going to try something. Let's throw down this Temperance card. Look, it's against my religion, almost, to not take a Guppy item. I can't take this Guppy item. I am going to go back and we'll buy the Spirit Heart, just because, again, our survival's the most important thing. We haven't really improved ourselves too much on this floor. But we did, you know, we're fine on consumables now. We picked up BFF, which is going to make our damage a little bit better, somewhat indirectly. We got a Tears upgrade. And we're doing better on HP than we used to be. But there's still, you know, we're at least a couple of items away from having a guaranteed win. And that's not abnormal. You know, I'm not complaining about it, but I'm just trying to give you my adequate read and hopefully accurate read of the situation. Could be better, could be worse. My keyboard froze temporarily there. If that ends up, if something like that or like a weird pause ends up ruining the streak, I'm going to be a little salty about it. But, you know, just getting to double digits is what I was most excited about for the, you know, first little objective here. There's a very good chance that we ran into Lost at some point and totally ruin it. See, this is a good start. Tough Love is awesome, especially if we can get some luck upgrades. But even just as an occasional effect. It's pretty nice. And our tears ups now are a little bit more valuable as well because we got something that, you know, really benefits from like a law of large numbers type thing. You know, the more tears we fire, the more tears are going to be high damage teeth. And the teeth are probably going to be shielded as well, which means they're going to be easy to destroy, but they'll also protect us. So again, you know, double-edged sword, but in a good way this time. They coordinated to fire a shot in a way that I consider a little unfair there, but that's okay. Perfect. 9 lives is awesome. You know, easy to say that I, you know, regret not picking up Guppy's head now, but I think not picking up Guppy's head is the right call. We made the right call, in my opinion. That's some terrible damage there. Admittedly, you know, I wouldn't say I've... Oh, man, this is bad damage. I wouldn't say I've given up hope on becoming Guppy. But lately, we've been trying the Guppy, trying to ride the Guppy pony, and Guppy's just not showing up. You know, you get 2 Guppy items and never finish the job. So I think, to put the most positive spin on this possible, I've gotten a little bit more appreciation for the Guppy items on their own merits, rather than with the synergistic effects that you get for having a lot of them. You know, I think that, I appreciate 9 lives a lot more than I did. Because I understand the value in just having, you know, 9 attempts. As long as you're doing a lot of damage, you only need 1 life in order to win. Thank God that didn't take me to the error room. You know what? I'm going to be a little brazen, and we're going to tuck into here for a minute. That was well worth it. Well, now if we get a deal with the devil... We haven't done this too much in Rebirth, but we could kill ourselves to take a deal with the devil. To take 2 deals with the devil, I guess. Yeah. That might end up being acceptable if we have the choice, but we're probably due for paying the Krampus tax, let's be honest. Extra Spirit Hour for beating Chubb is not super common. Extra HP is nice, and... Sure, 1 heart for Headless Baby is acceptable. I'm just gonna bounce. A lot of people, they do take issue with the fact that I skip secret rooms, and I don't worry about that kind of stuff. It's not just laziness. There's an element of laziness. Look, I can't deny that. You can just watch me play, and you can understand that there are some corners that I cut to play the way that I play. That being said, getting to that boss rush room is important in its own way. Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, 2 of Hearts. Well, 2 of Hearts is unlikely to be useful. I'm going to pop this down and blow it up, and we'll take High Priestess with us. That ended up paying out with 11 cents, which is kind of ridiculous. We can still get a drop from this curse room. Now, of course, the worst-case scenario is we cut a corner that would have given us something amazing, right? And that's why I put up the seed there, so you can be like, Northern Lion, you skipped the secret room, and then inside of the secret room, well, in this case, there were shielded tears. Like, good thing this time I didn't just, you know, bounce out of that floor like I might have done 90% of the time. Lucky us. So I'm trying to be a little bit more vigilant about breaking skulls. I find that skulls have, like, the lowest downside. They create husks, or hosts, sorry, which is like, I knew that guy was going to explode. I just didn't internalize it in time. But who cares? You know, you kill hosts very easily, or you just walk out of the room and then they're gone. You can get a Joker card. You can get a deal with the devil. Not that we need one because we're Judas, but you can just get a deal with the devil straight out of a skull by using a bomb. Or you can get Dry Baby, one of the better familiars of the game. Or you can get, you know, like a 2 of Spades or something like that. It's ridiculous. Or you can just get a straight-up Blackheart. Like, it's really, really good. Now, we've created a lot of hosts here, unfortunately, but we also got a Blackheart out of it. And we got a Fool card, which, again, I'm going to take with us because I actually value the Fool card pretty highly in Rebirth for its ability to make your boss rush your bitch, basically. You can just pick up whatever item you want, and the price is on the house. We'll check this out, because it would be nice to become Guppy. It hasn't happened that much recently. Well, I don't think I'm going to bother using Book of Belial here. Bonies, you know, one of those enemies whose meta is drastically changed by the fact that we have shielded tears. They are pretty much no risk to us, as long as we're just shooting directly at them at all times. These guys, not so bad with Headless Baby. And now we're rolling in keys. Been very lucky not to have to miss any item rooms on this run, you know? We've never really been in a great situation key-wise until now, but now we're doing fine, and we've never had to skip a room. That was bad damage, but if they all come close to death, I guess I don't really care. Malm's Wig is fantastic. Especially with BFF, this is a really nice help for us. What's our time? 12:50. We are starting to slow down a little bit, which is not the end of the world, but I would very much like to speed it up, because with this Fool card, it's basically like we get a free item room. And it's an item room where we can choose what item we get out of 4 possible choices. I know I mention that all the time. People are probably really tired of it. Northern Lion, shut the fuck up about the, you know, the value of your boss rush room. Nobody cares. Hey man, I'm trying to be a champion for the items and the weird kind of things in Rebirth that don't get enough credit, in my opinion. Boss Rush gets a little bit of a bad rap, I think. I see people talking about it. Why would anyone ever do Boss Rush after they do all the achievements for the characters? The items are worth it sometimes. Sometimes, not always. Greed, another boss that's made very easy by the fact that we have Shielded Tears. Alright, this is the deal with the devil that I'm most excited about. Unless it's Krampus, in which case, Lump of Coal, I would love it, but, we're gonna be... Oh, it's Necropolis 1, never mind. I thought we were on Caves 2, so we're actually way ahead of the curve here. There's a Tinted Rock. We can get that and maybe 2 skulls at the same time. Wow. Vision Rune, I don't love it. Sun card is great. We can actually, well, let's use our Sun card. And then we'll go to our secret room because we have so much time. Can't see our second secret room with that. And I'm still, you know, it's one of the rare cases where I'll be keeping the Fool card instead because I think the ability to steal an item from the Boss Rush room is just as valuable, if not more. 1 bomb for 2 bombs is not a trade that I'm exceptionally excited about, but that's okay. Yep, that was a very dumb decision on my part. I thought I could get to him more quickly than I could. Alright. Mask of Infamy. Annoying, but our spiders and flies should allow us to deal a little bit of damage to him. And hopefully, yeah, he does take a little damage, I think, when he goes over the creep that Headless Baby creates. So, you know, BFF working in conjunction with a couple of our familiars here is going to help us out a little bit. It's better when the spiders don't crash into the front of him, but we can also sneak some shots in here. Our shot speed's gone up. Thank you, Screw, I guess. And more tears means more teeth. And look, here's the deal. Dark Bum's awesome. I would prefer the damage, though. As much as I love Dark Bum, I'm going to go Packed here. It's a little bit more exciting, I think. Extra tears, extra damage. We could take both of them. Maybe. The second one would kill us, I think, though. I'm not sure. I very rarely kill myself on deals with the devil anymore, because even if you can't afford a deal with the devil, it doesn't kill you, it just takes all your red hearts. So as long as you have a spirit heart remaining, you're usually good. 5 minutes. So we can be very, very laissez-faire, which is not the correct usage of that terminology, but you know what I mean. We can be very relaxed in our attitude here. I would still hesitate to call this one a one-run, because it's not a one-run, but it's approaching potential one-run status. Left hand does give us a little bit of a better chance of becoming Guppy, but it does also mean that I have to remember to drop it. We haven't had it in a little while, so it would be easy for me to forget. That is not very good damage. That's why I need Cricket's Body, man, so the splash damage can do my dirty work for me here. Or penetrative shots would be fine as well. Or, you know, this is trademark Northern Lion discussion. Just give me, you know, one of the best items in the game. That's all I ask for. Is it so hard? Sometimes it can be. Sure, we will take PhD. As a result of PhD, we will also take this pill, which is a Tears upgrade, which is very good. And then we'll leave, because I want nothing more to do with that room. Thought maybe we can get him caught in the blue spike, but that's okay. Our damage at this point is getting a little bit out of control. The one thing we would need, and we don't need it to win, but the one thing I would need to call this a one-run at this point, oh, come on, would be a way to replenish black hearts, or spirit hearts for that matter. That's another Tears upgrade in puberty, I think. 2 bombs for a Tears upgrade, it's a pretty good trade in my opinion. We can actually do our boss fight now because we can use the Fool card to escape. So I'll keep an eye out for those kind of items. I'm trying to think, do we want to use Book of Belial here? I mean, I better use it soon if we're going to use it. Because I could just use it on the boss rush room if I actually wanted to fight the enemies, but I probably, like, unless I got an incredibly overpowered item, I don't really want to fight the boss room if I have the opportunity to take one item for free. Because we don't have a choice in the second item. The second item could be dog shit. It's not really worth the risk, I think. If we had Dark Bum, it might be worth it. Anyway, plenty of time here. Let's take our Spirit Hearts. We'll take the Polaroid, as always. Or often, at least. Guppy's Collar for 3 and Little Brimstone. You know, I'll take both. 2 pills. What are the pills? Lemon Party. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I'll take both of them. I like the little dangerous. We've got so many lives now. Cricket's Body. Yeah, that's better than the technology pickup here, I think. So then we'll get out of here, and let's go look for our item room. This is, well, how can I complain? This is the exact item I asked for. We are also a little bit closer to becoming Guppy now. Wheel of Fortune. We can take that down with us, you know, for a long time if we want to. Feel bad because I like... Ooh, Virgo? Yeah, you feel refreshed and protected. I still don't totally understand Virgo. I understand Judgment, though. And we are going to hopefully have him pay out with some red chests. You know what would be awesome is if we just got a key beggar, because the prevalence of red chests on a key beggar, especially with left hand, would be through the roof. One of the few times I'd actually want a key beggar. We don't get one. What do we got here? Perthrow rune. That's a reroll, so we can use that for sure. Much more important than our other card, Wheel of Fortune. Keep giving me these keys, because I know there's a key beggar coming up. HP. We'll take it. I know we have permanent Polaroid invincibility. How did Little Brimstone get trapped over there? Forgot we had BFF too, so Little Brimstone's even bigger. I don't know if it's actually stronger, but it's certainly bigger. Okay, now that we have a little bit more HP, I can justify it, and it was very much worth it. And even now, I still would not call this a one run. We picked up a bunch of good stuff, but our HP is going to be a little bit of a sore spot. But Northern Lion, earlier in the run, you said as long as you have enough damage, you know, all you need is one life in order to win it. That is true. Don't use my own words against me, fictional person that I've just invented. But, you know, our chances go way up if we could just improve our HP by, I mean, an order of magnitude doesn't make mathematical sense here, but you know what I mean. Probably. That was a bit of a risky run there. I don't see any tinted rocks there. That is Puberty. That's Lucky Rock. I mean, there's value in those. Not as much as just heading down to the next floor, though. Yeah, let's go. Quick run thus far. I think we're gunning for double digits, and I think we got a pretty good shot at it. I think we have a very good shot at it. I mean, we are only one Guppy item away from becoming Guppy, which is huge. As a result, I'm just going to sacrifice 2 hearts right away. Hopefully we'll get some back on this right here. We got 1 back. Alright, that's not as cost prohibitive. Let's throw another bomb down just in case. Fantastic. We broke even. We lost 2 bombs. We didn't break even, but, you know, 2 bombs. That's not a big deal. So this Perthrow rune is something that I'm hoping to get a chance to use on our deal with the devil. I mean, I would rather just never find a good opportunity to use it. The best case scenario is we just get a Guppy item in our next deal with the devil. That's Puberty again, I think. And then we can use the Perthrow rune on the chest and have like a little miniature Isaac party going on. That's pretty unlikely to happen, though. Screen's getting a little bit out of control, I got to admit. I like it, though. I wish Cricket's body showed up like once per run. I wish Krampus dropped Cricket's body instead of Krampus's head or a lump of coal. It's an item I always welcome. There's very few times where I'm like the worst case scenario is I have something that Cricket's body doesn't work with, and I go, oh, Cricket's body. Could have been better. It's still a Tears upgrade at the very worst, though. Okay. I'm gonna get a little framey here, huh? There we go. We're back. Probably got a message on Skype. Let's pop this quickly. We had 2 of... I think it was 2 of clubs. I was in my own world there. That's alright. This is important. We'll not take the spoon. We'll use Perthrow here. Yeah, we're going to end up having to take Abaddon. I don't think there's any point in taking Abaddon second because we couldn't, right? So I think we'll just take it first. The damage up and the fear shot, it's out of control. HP is through the roof. It looks like we're flying. We're just moving really, really fast. Alright, we'll head down. We didn't get our Guppy item, but that's okay. The Perthrow rune, I'd say we still, you know, feel pretty good about its usage there. That's 2 Tears upgrades, which is, you know, very much worth it in my universe. The more Tears we have, the more spiders we spawn? No, that doesn't seem right. But the more damage we do, without question. And the Fear Shot, you know, that'll keep enemies at bay. Maybe we can find a key beggar on that arcade. Stranger things have happened, and we get a red chest, and then we become Guppy. Would have liked to have taken Contract from below, but hey, you know, better safe than sorry when we're trying to keep the streak alive here. No key beggar. This is all, I mean, it's all just fine. Thought I could fly. Like, I know, I keep saying I can't fly, but I keep thinking I can fly. Like, occasionally I'm like, whoa, hold up, did I just go over that little gap there? The answer to that question is no, I didn't, but it always feels like I did. You know what? Okay, let's call it. This is a one run. CNN is predicting that Ryan is going to carry this Judas run. Let's hope that we don't have a, you know, recount situation Al Franken going on here. That's not a slight to anyone's politics. More just, I'd like to win. Demon Judgment is something that we can't really abide here. Although, with Permanent Polaroid Invincibility, maybe we could. But, I don't, you know, it's not worth it to me. Instead, I'll just play this guy. Compass is fantastic, thank you. That's actually going to help us out a lot here. I am probably not going to continue in this direction. Instead, we'll come up here, and then this is where the curse room is anyway. I got to remember to fire Little Brimstone some more, but we're so fast that he's not really in sync with us most of the time, as you probably just well noticed. Come on, Guppy. That's not Guppy. Did get some spiders out of it, though. That's okay. We can't afford to be wrong there too many more times. No Tinted Rock here. Come on, Guppy. Is that... Oh, more spiders. I mean, it's good. It's going to make this room a little easier. And the true test of, like, whether or not a run is strong is whether or not we're using Book of Belial more often than we, you know, might like. I'm not feeling compelled to use Book of Belial basically at all. No red chest. That's okay. Remember, you drop... No matter if you become Guppy or not... Well, if you become Guppy, you should especially drop the left hand. But we're going to have to remember to drop the left hand for the chest. The items on the chest are substantially better, usually, than the chance to get one Guppy item, which very rarely ends up actually manifesting itself. Alright, for bullet hell bosses, Shielded Tears makes things pretty easy, even though our DPS is compromised a lot as a result. We just walked in there because I realized we had some invincibility going on. The deal with the devil is not going to give us anything, so we'll just head up to the next floor. Low on HP, but definitely, you know, in a position where I do feel like we could beat the boss with one hit. Not one hit, sorry, with one life. Spirit Hearts, thank you. Why do I want Spirit Hearts? Because I'm planning on giving up some of my HP to go to this curse room because I'm a dumb idiot. But also, curse rooms could pan out in ways other than just being Guppy items as well. But mostly, this is all, I did it all for the Guppy, you know? I came into this world as a human, look into these eyes, I wanna be a feline. It doesn't really fit the rhyming scheme. But you gotta give me a little bit of kudos for at least trying, right? I'm the only YouTuber brave enough to make customized, improvised, Limp Bizkit supersized rhymes here. Whistled a little bit when I said that, that was weird. So you know what? I'm so close to getting rid of left hand. Ace of Spades is a great card, or great, well, it's a great card in many games. Almost as good as the Ace of Spiders, but it's not what we need just yet, but I probably will end up going with it. Just to make sure I don't forget to drop, you know, old lefty. Let's do it. Okay. That's, I mean, it's alright. I mean, it's not alright, but it's alright. What is this pill? Telepills. Should have used that to teleport out. Boss room is all the way up there. Alright, you know what? Left hand, you had your chance. We could still get red chests, but I want to give myself like a 0% chance of fucking up the whole, you know, left hand not dropping it situation that I've become somewhat infamous for. Extra damage. Can't lie, might have preferred the Spirit Hearts at this point, but it is hard to shit on a damage upgrade. You ever tried it? It's like an intangible object. You're an intangible object! Now, Little Brimstone, you're a little bit out of sync with me, I gotta admit. I'm not loving that. What's the card? What's the card? Devil. Devil versus Telepills? Definitely Devil. It's the devil, devil, so devil. I got to have some of your attention. Give it to me. So, I have chosen to not pick up that Eternal Heart back there. Wow, this makes the Isaac fight pretty easy, at least until he gets into, you know, this state. Yeah, I'm gonna choose not to pick up that Eternal Heart because the permanent Polaroid invincibility is a little bit more valuable than anything else. Like the value that we would get from one red heart, I think. Very easy Isaac fight. This is why I'm... Yeah, we dropped it. This is why I'm relatively confident that we have an extremely good chance here. Even if we do end up using our lives in the process. Well, Compass is useless. Notched Axe, okay? Satanic Bible, Loki's Horns, Sworn Protector. Okay. I don't like Loki's horns very much, but, you know, it does have some synergy going on with it, as you can see right there. Best Bud is kind of bad. I think we're going to roll with Satanic Bible for now to try to buff up our HP a little bit, and we'll try to take Book of Belial into the boss fight if I remember. Did we get Guppy's Tail? What Guppy items did we get? We got Collar and 9 lives, so we're not going to expect a lot of golden chests to spawn. Nor did we pick up Mom's Key, so we shouldn't expect a lot of any chests to spawn. But, you know, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Very easy room in spite of the amount of enemies in it. We even got a Spirit Heart for finishing it. I thought we only got that if we killed the Blue Larry Jr. last, but definitely should not be killing Sloth first, but with splash damage, it's something that's a little bit hard to avoid sometimes. But hey, we made it happen, even though we gave him, like, both barrels to start the room. Bob's Rotten Head, that is not good. And every one black heart could make all the difference here, so I don't think we've made a mistake taking Satanic Bible. I don't think anybody's really thinking we made a mistake, but if you are, I think you are incorrect. I don't even think we need Book of Belial for our boss fight. This is going to be a win. I already called it. CNN predicted it. I'm going to continue to predict it right now. I don't think there's a whole lot slowing us down. Some people might have made different decisions with this run, but we're going to pull out something special regardless, and that's going to be our first double-digit streak in Rebirth. Satanic Bible's ready to go. Something's going on in the bathroom. That's all right. Who put that bullet hole in Peggy's kitchen wall? Okay. We don't need to have a pause here. That's all right. The random pause is more just annoying than anything else. Not really causing any serious problems. Good. The keys are just getting a little out of control. You know, I'm not even going back for Book of Belial at this point. It's so far away. There's no need. Let's finish this off. We can use the Devil card anyway, which is... I think they give you exactly the same benefit, which is why I didn't use the Devil and the Book of Belial at the same time, because I think they just... the one is made redundant by the other. But this is an easy win. I'm excited! That will be our 10th win in a row. I'm not trying to be too optimistic, because I know that all it would take to 99% certainly break our streak is a random of the lost. Not to mention we could just have a bad run with somebody. But... for now, I'm very pleased. RNG has been on my side. And with this finish here, let's